Good evening. We present the news summary. The COVID-19 situation in the country is still a worry for health authorities as there are community transmissions in all districts. A press release issued by the Ministry of Health yesterday states that there are 3,991 active cases in the country as a result of the high number of active cases, and with people in isolation or in quarantine, the Ministry of Health says it will take some time for patients to be issued sick leave certificates and has called on workplaces to be considerate. The ministry has also reiterated that it's an offense to venture into public places when one should be in isolation or quarantine, and the Ministry of Health is still encouraging people to take all the recommended jabs. The Ministry of Education maintains the start of the new school year on January the 17th for primary and secondary schools. However, due to the autonomy granted to schools, it will be up to each principal to assess the health situation of their school and to welcome students in accordance with the health measures prescribed by the Ministry of Health. The decision was taken yesterday following a joint meeting of the Ministries of Education, Health, heads of schools, and professional centers. Parents are reminded that sick children will not be accepted in school until they have recovered. Details on the start of the school year will be given later this week. In about 18 months from now, the National Institute of Health and Social Studies will be moving back to Hermitage Montfleury. Work to renovate the building, which is located close to the mortuary, will start soon, and the VJ Construction Company is undertaking the project. This morning, it signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Health to start the project.
It's more than 10 years since the National Institute of Health and Social Studies, NIHSS, is in a state of disrepair and in ruins. But soon it will have a new look. This followed the signing of an MOU between the Minister for Health, Peggy Vidot, and the Managing Director of the Vijay Construction Company, Vijay Patel. Also present to witness this event were the President and Vice President of the Republic, as well as senior health officials.
This new National Institute of Health and Social Studies will usher in a new era of health development. We will focus on programs that support people to lead healthy lifestyles in the preference to programs that come in late, in the last minute, to try and save the day. We will tackle the risk factors that are responsible for the non-communicable diseases, the emerging communicable diseases, and the social illness head-on through a steadfast, all-of-government and all-of-society approach.
It's a pleasure that we have an opportunity to participate in something which is of national importance. I have felt that we need good educational institutions, and nursing is one of them. That it's so important. Particularly, we have seen that when this pandemic came, that the need and the importance of the nurses is felt by everybody.
Renovation work on the 71-year-old building, formerly known as the Princess Elizabeth Nurses' Home, will start in 2 weeks' time. Once completed, it will be 3 stories high to cater for more students and have facilities such as laboratories, computer rooms, a conference room, and classrooms.
The chairman of the Seychelles Media Commission, Ibrahim Afif, has welcomed the Chief Justice's advice to the media made in his address at the opening of the Supreme Court yesterday. Mr. Afif said it's the first time a leader in that capacity have had the courage to make such a declaration. According to Mr. Afif, all media houses should take the opportunity to embrace such step towards more transparency in the court proceedings. He said the Chief Justice only gave an advice and it is upon the media houses to decide if they want to name or show the pictures of persons implicated in criminal cases in court. And the chairperson of the Association of Media Practitioners Association, AMPS, is comforted by the advice of the Chief Justice to report on criminal proceedings without fear and being prosecuted. However, he stressed on the independence of media professionals in handling information from the court. Mr. Racine Vanier was also reacting to the speech delivered by Chief Justice yesterday at the reopening of the judicial year yesterday. He said that part of the Chief Justice's statement is encouraging to the freedom of the press and the media profession and to the country's democracy. However, Mr. Vanier said that the media should be given the liberty to choose and decide on how to report on any matter, adding that all decisions taken by the competent boards governing those media organizations should be respected. The SBC has returned to the judiciary to seek approval to film and broadcast live criminal cases from the Supreme Court and other courts of the judiciary. The SBC is pursuing this endeavor following statements made by the Chief Justice yesterday on the occasion of the formal reopening of the Supreme Court. The SBC has also reviewed its policy regarding the naming of individuals arrested in criminal cases that the national broadcaster is reporting on in the public interest. And this was a news summary. Thank you for your attention.